Hey everyone, Mike here from Lollar Pickups. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the Epiphone Casino and some steps frequently taken to upgrade and bring out the best in these instruments. We're also going to listen to how the stock pickups compare to our Dogear P90s, so stick around and check it out. Now, there may seem to be a lot going on with these guitars, and many people are confused about which pickups or electronic components they need to make these guitars sound great. Though there are many choices to be made, you'll see shortly that it may not be as complex as it seems at first, and that these are guitars that will punch well above their weight with a few choice upgrades. First, let's talk about the pickups. Casinos use Dogear P90s, which are so called because of the triangular tabs on the pickup covers that resemble, well, a dog's ear. Dogear P90s are built very similarly to and function just like soap bar P90s, but with one important difference. They're not easily height adjustable. Many pickup types can be raised or lowered with height adjustment screws, but dog ears are a fixed height. They can only be raised with a shim and cannot be lowered beyond their stock height. What's more is that in many guitars, bridge and neck pickups tend to sound best at different heights due to the pitch of the neck as it meets the guitar body. Bridge pickups will often be set noticeably higher than neck pickups, but height isn't the only dimension to take into consideration. In addition to height, the spacing of the pull pieces can vary as well. We build dog ears in narrow or wide pull spacing. Narrow is 1.87 inches on center between the first and sixth string pulls, and wide is 1.97 inches. For these reasons, we build dog ears in three heights, short, medium, and tall, and two spacings, wide or narrow. It's important to note that the covers are not interchangeable between heights or pull spacing. The pickups themselves are built differently. As you can see here, the heights of the mounting tabs are different on each version. So, if you buy the wrong pickup, unfortunately, you can't make it fit by simply changing to a different cover height. We're asked almost every day which pickup height is correct for casinos, and the answer is that it's always best to measure to confirm. Casinos have been made in numerous countries on different continents in different factories over 6 decades, so there's huge potential for variation. And what's more, two guitars from the same factory could have slightly different neck angles, and players who like their action very low or very high might have different pickup height needs as well. With that in mind, we very highly recommend measuring the height of your stock pickup covers from the top of the guitar to the top of the cover, not pull piece, to determine what the best fit is for your instrument. That being said, the most common combination is a tall bridge with a medium narrow neck. But remember, this is just a tendency and is by no means always correct. Pull spacing is a little less critical. It's almost always going to be narrow at the neck and wide at the bridge. For reference, our short height dog ears are only available in narrow spacing, and our tall height dog ears are only available in wide spacing. So, while there's a very good chance a casino will work well with a medium narrow neck and tall bridge, there's always room for variation and individual setup preferences, so measure to ensure the best fit. It's worth mentioning at this point that if you're in between heights, it's wise to size down and order our shim pack, as that's the only way you're going to get any sort of height adjustment. Shims can be used to raise dog ears, but they can't easily be lowered. Once you've covered the height and spacing concerns, there's still more to consider: cover material. The next common point of confusion with casino pickups is the pickup covers themselves. Many people associate the casino with John Lennon's iconic natural finish model with chrome pickup covers and are seeking that aesthetic on their own guitar. Naturally, many people know that our pickups will sound great, but are unsure what to do when they see we don't offer chrome covers. For customers who want to keep the chrome covers, we're happy to accommodate an off-menu build. We can offer a retrofit service in which you can send us your casino stock pickups with chrome covers still attached, and we'll disassemble them and reuse the chrome cover and the base plate to build a set of our P90s into your original covers. That allows customers to keep the original aesthetic while improving the tone with our pickups. Now, this service is considered custom work, so if you're interested in doing this, please contact us for more information on how to proceed. Now, we get questions fairly often about the differences in sound between chrome and plastic covers, and there's definitely a difference. Most notably, the chrome pickup covers can be considerably noisier, which will bother some players. And to some extent, metal covers can reduce high frequencies as well. Plastic-covered P90s have a little more clarity in the top-end frequencies. We feel our P90s sound great with metal covers. Still, we generally recommend plastic covers if the visual aesthetic is not your primary concern. But even more important than how they look, everyone wants to sound as good as possible, so let's talk tone. Having talked about height and covers, let's talk about the actual pickups. We offer two types of P90s that will work in a casino, our standard and our 50s wind. Beyond that, the standard type has two additional versions, a low wind and a high wind. Now, by far, the most popular combination for casinos is a low wind neck with a standard wind bridge. If you're going for a vintage casino sound, that'll give you an excellent balance in tone and output between positions, along with a little extra clarity, articulation, and high end from the neck pickup, and a little more body and low end mid-range out of the bridge. Customers can certainly use other versions or the 50s wind in casinos, but if you're simply after an excellent vintage faithful sound with improvements to balance, clarity, and response, the low wind neck, standard wind bridge is both our recommendation and a customer favorite. This is a good opportunity to point out that we've covered just our traditional P90s so far. For customers looking for new and different sounds out of their casinos, we offer several other pickup types built into Dogear covers. We offer a Dogear Gold Foil as a stock model, but can also do several other types by custom request. Customers have had great results with our Mini Humbucker, La Prima, and Firebird pickups built into Dogear covers. If you're interested in these custom options, again, please contact us for more information. Now that we've talked about pickup type, height, spacing, and covers, let's move on to the other electronic components. A casino has separate volume and tone controls for each of its two pickups, along with a three-way toggle switch. The conventional value for the potentiometers is 500K for all four. 2 volumes, 2 tones, 1 for each pickup. The casino control layout uses 2 tone capacitors, 1 for each tone control. The conventional value is 0.022 microfarad. We sell all the necessary components to completely overhaul your casino's electronics: pots, caps, toggle switches, quarter-inch jacks, and wire. One more point to be aware of is that most guitars made outside of the United States will use pots that have a threaded shaft with metric diameters. Our pots are English standard diameter, which are larger, and that means that with instruments originally equipped with metric pots, you may need to ream out the holes for the volume and tone controls ever so slightly to accommodate the larger diameter shafts on standard pots. If you have to ream the holes in your instrument, do not use a drill bit. A hand reamer tool is a much better choice, cleaner, and can be found at a hardware store quite inexpensively. So, now that we've covered the physical and aesthetic differences between the various options, let's hear how they compare to one another in use. First, we'll listen to the stock pickups, followed by our standard bridge low wind neck P90s built into the original Epiphone metal covers, and finally, our standard bridge low wind neck with our plastic covers. The sonic differences between the OEM pickups, our P90s built into the OEM Epiphone metal covers, and the same Lollar P90s with our stock plastic covers. While opinions may vary on the sound and aesthetic differences, we prefer our P90s with plastic covers for a clearer, more dynamic and rich sound. With all of this said, I know there's a lot of information to account for in this video, so let's recap. We offer several options for Dogear P90 pickup height and string spacing. Casinos typically require a medium height neck with narrow string spacing and a tall bridge, which is only available in wide spacing. But it's always best to measure before placing your order to confirm your individual instrument's needs. In addition to our Dogear P90 options, we offer a wide selection of pickups that are compatible with the Dogear footprint, such as adaptations of our Goldfoil, Mini Humbucker, Firebird, and La Prima pickups. But by far, our most common combination is a low wind P90 neck and standard P90 bridge. These can be built with our standard plastic cover, or we can build them into your stock metal covers. But metal and plastic covers differ in ways other than simply appearance. P90s with plastic covers tend to be brighter and more articulate while being less prone to noise and feedback issues than metal covers. For these reasons, we typically suggest plastic over metal unless aesthetics is among the customer's primary concerns. That just about wraps it up for us here. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and hope you found it informative and helpful. If you have any questions about anything in this video or any of the products and services that we offer otherwise, please contact us using the on-screen contact information. And, as always, if you want to stay in the know whenever we release new content, feel free to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for our channel. Thanks again, and take care.